What am I doing here? Well, any invitation to be at Wembley, I could argue, but no, this is, I think, a fitting place to celebrate the 5 millionth hour of free football that McDonald's have provided. A year ahead of schedule, and yeah, as you can see I think you can see in the background over there, at least, there's some kids from all over who are enjoying this 5 millionth hour. And I think, if anything, it just sort of cements the relationship between McDonald's, the FA, and more importantly, what McDonald's have done for grassroots football. A year ahead of schedule, I have to say, this 5 millionth hour. And given the conditions that we've had to endure for 18 months with the pandemic, what McDonald's football free coaching sessions have allowed is parents a bit of respite from, I'm sure, kids they love, but difficult testing times. So, yeah, I think, and again, it's the perfect setting because I'm a grassroots fan, and I think grassroots football is about participation more so than elitism. I say it's the perfect setting because we have England players who played in a very successful Euros who have been part of teams which McDonald's as a company have actually sponsored, going back many years. These players wouldn't have possibly been on the football ladder at grassroots and got to this stage, to this venue. So what we have here, as I say, loads of kids enjoying themselves on the 5 millionth hour, but it's more about participation, enjoyment, fitness, health. I mean, we're having chats here about who they support. None of them is talking about being England players. They're just talking about football in a wonderful, lovely way. Who am I favourite? I'm going to say Manchester City, but they lost here on the weekend. I think the usual suspects, Manchester City. I think Liverpool will be back in with a shout. I think Chelsea will be up there. I mean, I don't want to sound too cliched about it, but I think when you look at the investment that certain teams have made, but again, a fitting backdrop in Wembley, that Leicester were successful against Manchester City in the Community Shield, so I think Leicester will want to be in the argument. So all I know is it's going to be a fascinating season once again. The fact that fans can be back in the stadium as well will make that atmosphere even better. But Man City or Liverpool, I've got to stick loyal to my old team. I think the Harry Kane debate or observations at the moment are interesting in the sense that obviously, again, this is a player who had a wonderful Euros, seems to be, I'd say, courted by Manchester City, it would appear, but I think for not knowing him personally and not knowing his situation in too much detail, I think there's a situation again just where a successful Euro campaign has kind of catapulted a potential move, but Lionel Messi leaving Barcelona was a sore moment in football, that a player from one club for so many years potentially is going to be playing for another club. Harry Kane was possibly the English equivalent, the current equivalent, shall I say, being a Tottenham boy through and through, and there was part of my heart just wanted him to stay for Tottenham forever, but we'll see what happens. As I say, I don't know enough about the true details about that. Jack Grealish going to Man City, I think. I mean, again, sort of talking about Harry Kane and the potential link with Manchester City, Jack Grealish is a massive plus point for Manchester City. Again, we sort of stood here at Wembley where Jack Grealish sort of gave us hope that England could win the Euros. But I think when you look at what Manchester City have got as a team already before Jack Grealish, you add that to Phil Foden, John Stones, Kyle Walker. Let's say Harry Kane, but maybe it's going to improve Manchester City, and hence the reason why I think Man City will be favourites to win the league. But more importantly, from an England perspective, when we look at the World Cup in 2022, that could catapult England to World Cup success. Yeah, Liverpool definitely, and as I say, this is a wonderful thing about the Premier League this season, that we've got Man City, who current champions, Liverpool, who slightly, dare I say, underperformed compared to the season before because of injuries. Now that Van Dijk is back in training, Alisson, the goalkeeper, who had been through a very tough season on and off the field, He showed his form at the end of the season. I think when you've got Van Dijk, Alisson playing, my old teammate, and I have to bring him back into the frame, James Milner in part of that squad, I think Liverpool have got a very good chance of challenging. But Jack Grealish going to Man City is a big difference maker. So it's going to be tough for them. But that's, I suppose, what Liverpool fans want: tough challenge for the title.